So everyone, believe it or not, Batwoman is getting much closer than what you think. They have now found the main villain for the series, and in this video as well, I'm going to go over other things we know, for example, like other characters we can expect to see, and just give my thoughts on that. So stay tuned, because you do not want to miss this video. What is up, Batter? Guys, I need your help to find a new name for the Batwoman fans. Since you guys know I am covering Batwoman, I'll be making reviews for when the show is out and all that good jazz. But now I thought it would be time to make an update video on what we kind of know since the last time I did it, which I cannot remember when that was, but we've had quite a bit of information since then. And mainly right now is that they have cast the new villain, or the villain, should I say, for Batwoman. And it's very, very interesting where this could go. But stick around for later in this video as well, because I will be going over the other characters you see in the show. For example, like Luke Fox, and you could probably guess who that is, Lucius Fox's son. So yeah, stick around for that part of the video so we can dive into that and then, you know, make sense of what we can expect to see in Batwoman with other characters. But before we discuss all of that, everyone, crush that like button. I know some of you hate me asking that, but seriously, it helps this video grow so much on the website, that is YouTube. Helps the channel grow, so thank you so much. And of course, subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all Batwoman things. So starting off with this article from Deadline, I believe they were the first people to break it. The headline is Batwoman finds its villain Rachel Skarsten, I hope I didn't butcher that name, to star in the CW's DC pilot. So don't forget that they're doing a pilot first before they, you know, do a full series order. I believe the CW president Mark Pedowitz did say, oh, he's quite, you know, sure that that will happen. It is kind of a no-brainer because, you know, Ruby Rose was already received well in the crossover this year, so I'm sure this pilot, especially with who they've got on board to direct it and stuff, is going to be, you know, quite successful. So anyway, exclusive, Rachel, yeah, so it is Deadline's exclusive. Rachel Skarsten has been cast as the villainous lead opposite Ruby Rose in Batwoman, the CW's groundbreaking drama pilot from Greg Berlanti's Berlanti Productions and Warner Brothers Television. So written by Caroline Dries and directed by David Nutter, Batwoman marks the first gay lead character of a live-action superhero series armed with a passion for social justice and a flair for speaking her mind. Kate Kane soars onto the streets of Gotham as Batwoman. We already know this stuff, blah, blah, blah. So this is the interesting part. So who is the villain of Batwoman? I assume she will be, when they get the full series order, it will be like a full series arc, especially surrounding the nature of this character, which I'll get into in a second. So Skarsten will play Alice. So if Batwoman had a Joker, it would be Alice, the leader of her Lewis Carroll-inspired Wonderland gang, swinging unpredictably between maniacal and charming. Alice has made it her mission to undermine Gotham's sense of security. And believe it or not, this marks a return to DCWB TV for Skarsten, because one of her first major roles was lead Diana Lance in a 2002 series Birds of Prey. Say what you will about that, the CW's predecessor of, you know, all the other shows. Now, the villain. So as some of you may be or may not be mega familiar with Batwoman, the character of Alice is quite often, I like how they kind of put it here. If Batwoman had a Joker, it would be Alice. She is actually from the comics the sister of Kate Kane. She's known as Elizabeth Kane, or Beth Kane, short for Elizabeth, I suppose. You know, when her mother got kidnapped, as well as both sisters, she was assumed to have, you know, died, and then Kate Kane obviously got out of that situation. But then Alice, you know, went on to become this really, really messed up person. And this is what really intrigues me to this season, because if they do go the sibling route, which I don't see why they wouldn't, you know, you can imagine how the series will kind of weave from here on out. Because, you know, Batwoman is in the city of Gotham, taking the mantle of Bruce Wayne's Batman. As it says here, it's her mission now, Alice's mission, to undermine Gotham's sense of security. Because the Batman's gone now, you can imagine all hell is breaking loose. And with this person coming in the fold, who is potentially Kate Kane's sister in the, obviously, live-action CW Batwoman, that would add a very interesting element of just how does she tackle this villain? I think that personally, I'm not going to try and get ahead of myself or overhype this, but for a first season story, to have a villain who you don't know is your sister, potentially, as I said, I don't know what they're going to do with the canon, if they're going to change it from the traditionalist canon, but, you know, I think they should make Alice the sister, like, not change it, but keep her as the sister, have her go throughout the show, you know, in episodes, kind of like a season 1 Flash. I don't want to make a bad comparison, but you know, that was a strong season because it was Eobard Thawne and it was sentimental and blah 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 blah. So for Batwoman, you have this really crazy, they're kind of describing it, the Joker of Batwoman. She is the leader of the crime of the religion of crime. As for the name Alice, if you guys don't know, she actually modeled herself after that character in Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Now, you know, kind of interestingly enough, you might compare that to the Mad Hatter, but there has, in my mind, never been any prominent connection between the Mad Hatter and Alice, believe it or not. She is her own separate villain, if you will, from the Mad Hatter side of things, so don't make those connections. Now in the comics, she does just speak in like quotes of Alice from the book, so it's gonna be interesting to see if they fit that into the TV show. I don't see why not. They may just, to be honest, make it a loose adaptation from the comics and that side of things, because I don't know if that would be difficult to write for an actual, you know, episodic thing. Bottom line, I've been rambling. I think this is a good, strong villain, especially from the pilot. It'd be really cool. I don't know if they should announce if she's her sister in the pilot, because I don't know, that's maybe too premature, but they should just offer that to Batwoman, that there's a new villain in town. Who is she? She needs to stop this person. Maybe it gets revealed by the end of the episode or towards the end of the episode, and throughout the series when it gets picked up for a full series order, you know, essentially she investigates her, runs into her, figures out it's her sister, a long-lost sister, and then they take it from there. And that will be quite an impactful storyline for Kate Kane, because, well, for obvious reasons. But let's move on to the other characters so you guys can get an idea of who else we will see in this show, and maybe it will give you more of an idea of what it will be like. So for the other characters, we have Megan Tandy from Teen Wolf, who is playing Sophie Moore. Described as, after graduating from the military academy, Sophie rose through the ranks to become a high-level private security agent and one of Gotham's most staunchest protectors. Despite her bite and regimented outlook, Sophie has a soft side illuminated by Kate Kane's return. Now as for Sophie, I'm wondering if they are going to make her the love interest, because in the comics, they were in a relationship, and in the traditional story, when she was like found out to have been with Sophie, she was given the chance to like deny it or like keep her integrity and be like, screw you guys, there's nothing wrong with, you know, being gay and blah blah blah. She did that. She got kicked out of the army, but she didn't out Sophie. Obviously, I don't think the TV show is going to do that strictly. She's already in Gotham. Batwoman might have a slightly different origin. So the next character I'm excited for, guys, is Luke Fox, the one and only, and he's played by Cameron Johnson, who was actually in Luke Cage, and he's described as being a Dark Knight loyalist and son of Wayne's R&D director, Lucius Fox. Luke works to keep Wayne Tower secure in his boss's absence, while Luke considers himself the guardian of all things Batman, specifically his symbol. He also recognizes the city's need for a new hero. DC Comics fans will also recognize Luke Fox as the character known as Batwing, so yes, I'm actually really excited for this. I kind of like how they say, you know, keeping Wayne Towers secure in his boss's absence. So I'm generally wondering, is Lucius Fox out of the picture as well? Whether he passed away, maybe he was very, very old, maybe something happened to him with a villain. But either way, maybe Luke took over for Batman, but then Batman went missing. But I like how they say absence, so like Batman is still out there somewhere, blah, 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 but who knows what the hell is happening, and what happens if Batwoman goes on for 7 seasons? Does that mean he could still be missing in 7 years' time? That's a whole other video, but that's intriguing to me anyway. But obviously, the city is in need for a new hero, a new symbol of hope, as they say, when this show first got announced. So he's going to be helping Batwoman keep up the techie side of things and all that jazz, because yeah, Batwoman's a badass, but just like Bruce Wayne, Batman, she's going to need help. She's going to need tech help, she's going to need facilities, she's going to need everything like that. So looking forward to Luke Fox's character on the show. And then also we have Mary Hamilton, played by Nicole Kang, who's actually in You. I believe I watched that on Netflix, pretty cool show. Anyway, excitable, talkative, and an influencer in the making. Mary is Kate Kane's stepsister and polar opposite. But what Mary lacks in a filter, she makes up for her compassion for Gotham's undeserved communities, proving she has more in common with Kate than she thinks. So I expect this character to just kind of be that side character who's quite prominent throughout it. It keeps kind of Kate Kane grounded from the superhero side of things, maybe. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this character as well. So I believe those are kind of the main gist of the characters, or at least what we know for now. Maybe they are like the main co-stars or like the main prominent series regulars. Let me know what you think down in the comments below of the main villain, Alice, who could obviously be Kate Kane's sister herself. As I said, I'm quite excited for the possibility of that. But also these other characters in the show, some obvious like Luke Fox. It would be weird if we didn't have anything to do with the Fox family or some techie side to stuff. But anyway, yeah, let me know your general thoughts down in the comments below. Are you excited for Batwoman? Does this look like it's shaping up to be something you are interested in? But anyway, guys, stay subscribed, or subscribe if you're brand new for more Batwoman updates just like this and reviews. You can definitely count on this channel for that. Like this video if you did enjoy it. It really does support the video, gets it out there, makes it grow a bit more. And that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Oh yeah, by the way, join my Discord server. Links in the description below. And I'll see you batter some things. I need a name for this fan base in the next Batwoman video, I guess, or my next video. Who knows what else it would be, but see you.